limbo. She said she not a...
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Zebra.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action with Wilson. Open man is Higgins. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
What we got? Hey, 0.
Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there by Gordon. 55 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
There.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run. This is Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson dancing to his left. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3.
Green 80. Watch the curve. I'll go special. Wide. Get wide. Preload.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
All right, T, let's run. All right, T.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Yellow. On the line, right? Yellow. Come on, QB.
Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 56 to Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got him in, complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Okay, double up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
12 yards to go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 44. Hey, alert. 44. Trump. Extreme.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and very short, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
1st down, Kansas City.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Check 4, check 4. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there by Gordon. 54 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray. His 6th touchdown of the season. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On first down, it's Gordon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sheldon Rankins, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
56, Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. But now it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
56 to Mike. Relax. Check 56. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Eluding the pressure. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chiefs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got room. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Watch the twist. 36. Check.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Mahomes. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yellow. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 56 to Mike. 15. Go, Cat. Let's go. Hey, 57 colors. 57 colors.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Yellow. Rip right. Hey, rip left. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Check. Bravo. 56. Mike's 56. Come on. You better bring it.
Mahomes to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had